The inspiration for our music, I think it comes from a lot of different places. I think the most consistent place is, pardon me, from our life stories, from relationships with friends, relationships with one another, romantic relationships, relationships with our family, our families. I think that's where the bulk of the inspiration comes from. On the song end, as we're fleshing out songs and as songs are turning from skeletons and from ideas into a finished product, I think there's a lot of inspiration that goes into it on a musical side that might be different, string parts, rhythms, things of that nature. But these are very much sort of stories put to music and our lives put to music.
You were saying relationships. I think also our relationship to the world, just as we live our lives, there are things that we're interacting with and that are affecting our lives all the time in different ways, and new things that we're learning about that are going on, in the United States and different parts of the world. I think all that stuff inspires and affects the way we write too, what we write about.
And the songs, I think, also take on new meanings. A song like the second to last song we played today is called Calm Inside the Storm, one of the songs on the record Everything Burns. And that song, I think, has taken on a new meaning, even recently, with some of those lyrics, as sort of the natural disaster in Japan and in that area of the world has occurred. That song kind of took on, in some ways, a new meaning. Yeah. Everything Burns is the name of the album. So one of the songs is called Everything Burns, and it is also the name of the nonprofit organization that we launched. And the organization is about living for things that matter. It's about finding very practical and hands-on ways to get more young people involved with social issues. So all across the United States right now, we're launching chapters, what we call EB chapters, or Everything Burns chapters, on high school and college campuses. And at each one of these chapters, we're working alongside the students and the teachers that are involved with it to identify social issues that the students are passionate about. And then together with them, we come up with very practical and hands-on, tangible ways for those students to make a difference in the social issues. The reason why we started this sort of idea, especially the EB chapters on campuses, is because we sort of saw as we were touring a lot that there is many young people in high school and college that because of the access to information that they have, because everybody can get online, and the second that something happens in India or in Japan or wherever, or even right here in our country, the second something happens, everybody knows about it. But the problem that we were seeing is that so many young people feel a disconnect from it. They feel like they don't have the ability to actually do anything about those social issues or those disasters that occur. So what we wanted to do is help provide, very, like I said, practical ways that those young people that are aware and excited about doing something for these social issues can actually do something. So Everything Burns was our outlet for that, and was the bridge that we started to build to help make that possible for high school students. People can find out about it at everythingburns.org. It's also got a Facebook page and a few other places that you can find out more info about it.
Can I ask one question? I got to take care of other students. You've been playing together for 5 years, correct? About that. Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? Where is Shirock in 5 years?
Well, I think ever since this music was conceived, it's always sort of felt at home in big places. We've always felt at home playing auditoriums, playing theaters, playing at festivals, things like that. So for us, we would just want to keep growing. I think more than anything, we want to keep getting the music to new people, keep writing and creating exciting music, and keep building and building, and hopefully we'll go from clubs to theaters to bigger auditoriums. And I mean, we're not shy about our goals. Like, I hear this music in arenas and in big open places. So hopefully in 5 years we are many steps closer to that.
What are some of the steps you took in high school to get where you are today?
That's a good question. I think that there was a lot of stuff. I'd say the first thing for me personally is I think my parents, possibly the most important thing, is instilled in me sort of a work ethic, to be willing to work for what I want to do and to chase something that I really believe in. They sort of believed in me enough to do that, and I think that's the most important thing. But early on, I think many of us started playing piano early on. That's a huge thing. My mom made me take piano lessons against my will for many years, since I was probably 5 or 6. They also handed me a microphone when I was like 4 or 5 years old and let me sing somebody's wedding or something one time. So early on, they were very supportive. Took piano. My dad was a guitar player. He got me my first guitar when I was 14. I was in choirs all through high school. And then ended up at a music school. How about you guys?
Yeah, I think we would all say, we all put a lot of time into just working on whatever instrument we play, working on our craft, and just getting better and better, just practicing a ton. And to really have a voice and be able to be heard by people, you have to get to this place where your craft is just at the highest level that it can be. So I think high school is a good time, especially if you don't have to like also have a job and stuff. I know some high school students work too, but some have the luxury of a lot of free time. So in that free time, using it to just get better and better at whatever you think you want to pursue will really help you out in the long run.
Yeah, I agree with everything. I just think, kind of resonating with what Chuck and Pap said, you just have to be persistent. And if you found something you love to do, whether that's program computers or play an instrument, just be persistent. And don't let your fear of failure ever deter you from that. Don't say, well, when I get to a certain level, then I'll play for someone. You have to say, like, playing for people or doing your craft, that's a part of the growing process. So just be persistent every single day.
Yeah,
and then
start now.
Yeah,
Don't wait.
Is there a message you want to send to your high school students?
You could listen to the music and probably get a lot of messages out of that.
Yeah, we try and put the messages that we want to share with people, we very much so try to put those in the music. So I'd say listen to the music and also, going back to the Everything Burns stuff, I'd say just because you're young does not mean that you cannot do something now. You have the opportunity to use your time, even now as a young person, you can make a huge impact. So don't just let these days and years go by while you're in high school thinking, I'm going to do something when I get in college, or I'm going to do something when I'm done with college and I kind of have freedom from the whole education thing or whatever. Start now. You can do something now. We've said this a lot at shows, but time is the most valuable thing that any one of us in this band, anybody here at this school, anyone, time is the most valuable thing that you'll ever have, and how you choose to use that time and spend that currency is probably the most important decision that somebody can make. So choose to use your time wisely, live for things that matter. That's what the whole Everything Burns thing is about, and that's very much a common denominator in a lot of our music and in our lives.
I think we're good. I mean, the other thing I think I would say is we love to keep in contact with fans, and we have our Facebook, and we each individually have our own Facebook pages. So we'd love to hear from you guys and get to know you better and keep in touch. So if you're on there, look us up, and we'd love to talk to you on there.
Does anybody want to add anything that we haven't
Did we list the website ever? We did. I think that's it. Find us online. Keep in touch. Shirock.net's our site. And also get on iTunes or anywhere else our music is available and leave some good reviews.
Oh, you didn't say anything about New Solution on radio. I don't know if you want to mention that.
Oh, yeah. Also, if you guys have a pop radio station, our first single, New Solution, is at radio right now. And as many people that can call in or get online on the radio station's website and request it on there. Request New Solution. We need help climbing the charts. So also you can find the video on YouTube and look for it on MTV and Fuse. And just keep in touch.
Thanks, guys, for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.